In this video, I will show you how to start with 2 points for a linear application problem and work all the way down to point slope form, slope intercept form, and standard form of a function. So this would be, in my opinion, the most challenging type of problem because it goes through all of the linear application steps that you might have in one problem together. So it says a table can give you 2 points, but you may just be given 2 points based off of information from your reading. And it says here that Gordon plants a tree in his front yard. In 1 month, the tree is 4 feet tall. And so that information together is going to give us one of our points. And then after 6 months, the tree is 9 feet tall. So I'm going to talk about our variables here. Whenever you hear a amount of time, most often that's going to be your independent variable, which is x. And they gave us an amount of time in months. So x is going to represent the number of months. And then y will represent the height in feet for the height of the tree. Now it says for number 1, write the 2 ordered pairs based off of the information that you have here. And if my ordered pairs are going to be in months and feet, I want to make sure that I put that information in that exact order. So one of my points, months and feet, would be 1, 4. And the second point, months, feet, would be 6, 9. And I am using my labels over here. So now for me to write my line in point slope form, I first have to find my slope because slope is in point slope form. And so let's find our m. So real quickly here before I get this actual point slope form, I need to do 9 minus 4. So y2 minus y1 over 6 minus 1, my x2 minus my x1. And if I reduce here, or subtract, 9 minus 4 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5, and reduce, I get a slope of 1. So my point slope form, you actually have 2 forms you could do. It just depends on which point you pick. And both of these would be correct, so I'll show you both. You could use y minus the first y value of 4 equal to your slope of 1, and then in parentheses x minus my x coordinate of also 1. Or you could use y minus 9 is equal to, again, my slope of 1 and x minus 6. Both of those would be correct. It just depends on which point you use. Now, for slope-intercept form, I'll show you if you transform your lines, you'll get the same exact slope-intercept form. So if I use, I'm going to call this line A and this line B. If I distribute my slope and solve for y, I'd have y minus 4 is equal to 1x minus 1. And if I add my 4 over, negative 1 plus 4 is 3. Now if I had used this function, watch, we will get the same exact equation. Y minus 9 is equal to, now distribute my slope, 1x minus 6. If I add 9, I get the same exact function, x plus 3. So I've just kind of confirmed twice now that my slope-intercept form is y equals 1x plus 3. Now the real world meaning of my slope, my m, that was equal to 1. If my slope is calculated in y's over x's, that's feet per month. So the tree grows 1 foot per month. And my starting point, this is my starting point, my b of my function, y equals mx plus b. Now the slope of 1 isn't really written there, but it's there, it's 1, we calculated it. Now number 3 is our starting point. So the tree started 3 feet tall. Now standard form. If I have y is equal to 1x plus 3, all I need to do is move this x out to the front. And if I'm going to move it to the other side of my equal sign, I'm going to have negative x plus y is equal to 3. So negative x plus y is equal to 3. Now I want to note there are some math teachers out there that say that standard form has to have a positive a. Well, in my class, when I use online homework called mathexcelforschool.com, it's actually not specific that a must be positive, but if that's what your teacher told you, if your teacher said a has to be positive, then that means I just need to make this sign positive. And how I do that is by changing all the signs of my function. So think about dividing every single term by -1 or multiply your whole function by -1, you'll get the same thing. So if every sign switches because I need this to be a positive, it would be x minus y equals -3. But again, my math class is not particular on that a being positive. Now the next question says, what would be the height of the tree in 2 years? If my height is my y, I'm solving for the height, which means this is going to be x, 2 years. But look at our x. Our x says months. Don't let this trick you up. This says years, and our x was months. 2 years really means they want us to plug in 24 months. So make sure you read carefully. Y equals, I had x plus 3. Well, let's plug in 24 months plus 3. So y equals 24 plus 3, it would be 27 feet tall.